Hello, it's Vidas Pinkevicius, and today I'm going to teach you a little bit about the colorful ways to create a musical improvisation or the composition in the modern style using simple three-note chords. A few of my students asked me how I do it, and I decided to demonstrate it for you. Very simple way how anyone with the knowledge of major or minor chords can decide and choose to practice it and apply it in improvisation of themselves. So, first of all, let's decide that we are going to use only major chords. Major is the simple chord, which has a major third, and on top of that is a minor chord, right? So C major, D major, right? E major, anything. F sharp major, right? So in order for our improvisations to have the modern feeling, we have to stay away of very tonal ways of improvising or playing, right? So the first thing which will make an impression of the classical composition, Baroque composition, or romantic composition is the tonic key, the tonic chord, and the dominant chord and the subdominant chord. These three functions, tonic, subdominant, and dominant. So in order to have a different feeling, a modern feeling, we have to create something else and stay away of dominant and subdominant relations. So that means I try to not to use tonic, subdominant, tonic, dominant chords one after the other. Tonic, subdominant, right? Or tonic, dominant. That's pretty classical, pretty Baroque, and it's not, too modern and original. So that means we have to avoid certain intervals. Tonic is the first scale degree, and the subdominant is the fourth scale degree, right? F major chord. So we have to avoid this relationship of the perfect fourth, but because the distance from the C to F is perfect fourth, and also avoid from C to G, right? And that's an interval of the perfect fifth. Anything else, by the way, is perfectly fine, perfectly permissible, and it'll sound very, very interesting. Except we have to avoid perfect fourths and perfect fifths. That means we can use intervals of the major and minor third, right? Let's try minor thirds. We could try major thirds as well. Minor thirds work perfectly fine. Then, of course, seconds, major and minor seconds work well also. C major and B major, also very colorful, sudden juxtaposition of two chords. Second, B major and C sharp major chords. All right, so thirds, seconds work perfectly fine. And there is one more interval which is very, very colorful. It's a tritone, either up or down. So from C major, we can go to the F sharp major, right? Or G flat major. Imagine that. Right? So that's why it is so unexpected, so colorful, and so modern sounding. But in reality, it's very simple. Anyone can do that if you know what a major chord is. You only have to practice in these simple positions. 3 notes per hand. Maybe 3 in one hand, 3 in another hand. If you want 2 and 2, that's fine. Soprano, alto, tenor, bass. Or if you want to add the pedals, you can do soprano, alto in one hand, tenor in another hand, and the pedals will take the bass also. So that's how it could be done. You can have a counter melody also in the pedals or in the left hand to have more polyphonic voice leading. But generally, even these chords themselves will sound very convincing and interesting. Imagine that we can even create something very mysterious. Imagine that. Very high note. Very simple improvisation like that, but could be quite colorful. Of course, you can use both minor and major chords as well, with the same intervallic relationship: minor thirds, minor seconds, major seconds, and a tritone. Imagine creating very sad and mysterious improvisation on using only minor modes, chords. Both major and minor chords interchangeably. These work very excellent in this kind of style. All right, so now it's your turn. Try to apply these types of chords, any kind of texture in your improvisation. Create a plan or an outline of your piece in your head, where you will have perhaps major mode and then minor mode, and perhaps in C and F sharp and E flat and so on. And this piece will have a direction, will have a plan, and it will be very convincing. So it's now your turn, and good luck in your practice, and we'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.